that's crazy. You know what else is crazy? I texted my boyfriend last week to see.
This is what it says down at the bottom. It says, women don't notice you're unhappy until your unhappiness starts to affect them. That's what it says. That's what it says. So listen to the story. Listen to the story.
If he wanted any snacks when I got off of work, because we will regularly do that for each other the days that we work late. Instead of responding with what tasty treats he wanted from the grocery store, he said that he really needed to tell me something, and that he needed space, and that he had gotten his own living spot. So I responded with, wait, what? Because we've lived together for 3 years. We have 2 dogs together. We're both on the lease of the house that we live in. There was no signs of him wanting to get his own apartment. We were cuddling earlier that day. We've been kissing, saying I love you, all the normal stuff. So you respond and say, wait, what? Can we talk about this? What's going on? They don't respond. So you text them again frantically, and you say, are you going to be home when I get there? And they say, no, I will not be home. And then all of your text messages start going green, and all of your calls start going to voicemail. So you think you've been blocked. So you get into your house, you find their house keys on the kitchen table. You go into their office/closet room thing, and all of their stuff is gone except for a couple ties in the closet, some papers nailed to the wall, some trophies, and a pile of hangers on the floor. And 8 hours ago, nothing was packed, everything was fine. So you freak out trying to get a hold of this person, thinking that they're dead. You try to contact their dad. Over a span of 3 days, you have not heard anything from this person since they last texted you, no, I will not be home. And you finally hear from them after 3 days, and they say that they still love you and that they want to talk, just not this weekend. And since then, the only communication you've had over the last couple of days is intermittent text messages in between them blocking and unblocking you.
So let's talk about this, because I want you to keep in mind that Mr. Keep It Wet, as you see, you see his name, Mr. Keep It Wet. He's positing that women don't notice you're unhappy until your unhappiness starts to affect them. In his mind, he thinks that this is the rebuttal for what this is. No. We know that 80% of divorces are filed by women because it's men who don't notice that the women are unhappy. And not only not notice, but the women are telling them over and over and over again what he needs to do to change, and he doesn't do it. This man, according to her, had not expressed that he was unhappy. What this sounds like to me is that he has another woman. This is why he's blocking her on and off, because he doesn't want the other woman to see the messages coming in from her. So he's found another woman. He's moved on. Remember how Harvey was saying that men are hunters and they're going to keep on hunting until they find what they want. So now he thinks he's found something that's a little bit better. But this is not a feasible answer and solution. You see this woman, she looks a little fluffy. She's white, so goodness knows whether or not her man is white. You know how they say white men love their women thin. And then now all of a sudden, 2022, black men started talking about how they wanted you to be thin too. Before, they wanted you to be big and buxom, big body gal. But then now all of a sudden, kitten heels came on the scenes, and then, people now all of a sudden they wanted you to be thin. But nonetheless, back to her. This isn't an appropriate response to someone that you've been living with for 3 years. You come up with a plan. You break up like a moral person who has care and love in their heart for this person. I mean, it's 3 years of your life and her life too. The very least that you can do is see her face to face. I can understand why a woman in an abusive situation would want to escape in the dead of night or when he's at work. But a man to a woman, leaving his keys, taking all his stuff, it sounds like he got another girl. Somebody who may be younger, slimmer, blonder. Who knows? But it sounds like he feels that he's upgraded. And little does the woman that he's with know, she didn't get a prize. She got a problem. She got a problem.
Be a part of the live show with thousands of other viewers. Go to TonyaTKO.com/text and join the text notification squad and get a text whenever I go live. Support the show and yourself, and I'll see you on the next live broadcast.